From the Newsmax studio in New York City, here is Steve Malzberg.
All right, folks, what you were looking at there reportedly is Arabs celebrating as they flocked to the Temple Mount yesterday afternoon to celebrate the barrage of rockets raining down on Israel. This is very problematic, and what's more problematic is the media coverage of this whole situation, as I've alluded to over the course of this show, and as I have been alluding to for years, if not a couple of decades at least. The media coverage of Israel, the double standard for Israel when it comes to fighting the terrorists that blow them up and want to kill them and want to destroy their country. Now, I want you to watch this. This is really curious. Watch this.
Islamic militant group Hamas is now vowing revenge for the deaths of 7 of its members in an airstrike. Israel says it carried out airstrikes on at least 14 so-called terror sites.
So-called terror sites? First of all, Natalie Morales called them militants. Militants. A study by our friends at the Media Research Center shows that ABC, NBC, and CBS calls Hamas recognized as a terror group by their own government, okay, by the United States of America, and by Israel, and by a lot of people in the world, yet the 3 networks call them militants or fighters as opposed to terrorists. You want to explain that one to me? She just called them militants, and she's quoting Israel, who said that they struck, this a couple days ago, struck terror sites inside Gaza as so-called terror sites. So-called? What's the implication of using a term like so-called? This is just what it's all about. This is how it's done. Now, I was watching Erin Burnett on CNN. You know Erin Burnett? The one who called George W. Bush a monkey when she was on CNBC? That was so funny, by the way. Did I tell you how much I laughed when she called George W. Bush a monkey? That was great, wasn't it? Erin Burnett asked with a straight face and a serious, serious eye the ambassador to the United States from Israel, who explained why the Palestinians put their rocket launchers, their rockets, their bombs in hospitals, in mosques, in kindergarten classrooms, on rooftops that house civilians to make it hard for Israel to hit, and that's why civilians get killed. Erin Burnett said, well, I understand that, and they understand that the rockets are falling into Israel and civilians have to go to shelters to save their lives, but is it worth hitting those rocket launchers if it means that they may kill Palestinian civilians? And she asked that with a straight face. It was the same mouth and face that called George W. Bush a monkey, but she asked this one with a straight face. Can you imagine that? What if Erin Burnett's new child and family was under rocket attack from Mexico, Canada? I use those 2 countries because, you know, where else are we going to be under direct rocket attack over the border like Israel is with Gaza? Would Erin Burnett say, gee, I know I'm in the bomb shelter with my newborn baby and husband, but I hope the U.S. doesn't retaliate if it means we might kill a civilian, even though it would stop the bombing and we could live a normal life and my baby and I won't be under threat of getting killed. Gee, I hope Obama doesn't bomb them if it means maybe killing a civilian. Would Erin Burnett say that? I don't think so. We're coming back, ladies and gentlemen, with Road to... no, what am I saying? We're coming back with more of the Steve Malzberg Show. But first, this hour's American Moment. And you know what we're doing? We're taking a look back at the day that John Wayne won the Oscar.
It was a night filled with stars as Hollywood came out in strength to honor its own at the 42nd Academy Awards. Nominated for Best Actor that year were Dustin Hoffman, Jon Voight, Richard Burton, Peter O'Toole, and John Wayne. Born Marion Morrison in Winterset, Iowa, Even at birth, the future movie icon was breaking records, weighing in at 13 pounds. After graduating from USC on a football scholarship, this young man became an aspiring actor, changed his name to John Wayne, and the rest became box office history. A veteran of some 150 films, Wayne received his first Best Actor Award nomination in 1939 for his role in The Sands of Iwo Jima. It would take more than 3 decades later, until April 7, 1970, before the Academy honored him once again. But this time, he won the Best Actor Award for his role as a one-eyed sheriff in True Grit.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I think this is a great country.
Actress Maureen O'Hara, when asked to describe her friend, summed up the man best with 3 words: John Wayne, American. You're watching An American Moment on Newsmax TV.